Are you one of those who just can't seem to get meringue right? If so, stay with me because this tutorial is especially for you, where I'll share all the tricks to achieving an extra firm and glossy Swiss meringue. Meringue consists of egg whites and sugar. It is a light and airy or crispy preparation, depending on its final use and the type of cooking applied. Meringue is a great way to use leftover egg whites from other pastry preparations. It can be used for filling and decorating cakes and pastries, or baked into small bites, resulting in a delicious sweet treat that is also gluten-free. To prepare a perfect Swiss meringue, just follow a few simple steps. While they must be followed carefully, especially regarding temperatures, they are easy to execute. Add 500 grams, 2.5 cups, of sugar and 250 grams, 8.8 ounces, about 7 egg whites, of egg whites. We will start by preparing a saucepan with a little water, which we will bring to a boil. On top, place a bowl that fits snugly over the saucepan, containing the egg whites and sugar. Stir with a spatula or whisk while heating in a double boiler. Controlling the temperature with a kitchen thermometer until the sugar dissolves. Stir continuously, ensuring it does not exceed 60 to 65 degrees Celsius, 140 to 149 degrees Fahrenheit, as higher temperatures will cause the egg whites to coagulate. Mix for 4 to 5 minutes, if using more than 7 egg whites. Remember that the time will increase. If you don't have a thermometer, do the finger test. Take a small sample of the mixture and rub it between your fingers. You should feel that it is very hot, almost burning, and free of sugar grains. Once the sugar has completely dissolved in the egg whites, transfer the mixture to a stand mixer bowl with a whisk attachment. You can also use a handheld mixer, although the process will take longer. Start beating at medium-high or high speed until the egg whites begin to whip and the meringue cools completely, becoming firm and glossy. As you can see, I set a timer to show you exactly how many minutes are needed to achieve this extra firm Swiss meringue texture. I stop the mixer at 10 minutes of beating and show you that this Swiss meringue can already be used to make meringue kisses or pavlova. A good test to confirm that the meringue is fully whipped is that it forms a peak like this, also known as a parrot's beak. To achieve an extra firm texture, I will beat the meringue for 5 more minutes and add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now I have achieved the texture and firmness I was looking for. With this extra firm meringue, you can fill cakes, sheet cakes, and layer cakes. You can cover cakes and decorate them using piping bags. This extra firm Swiss meringue holds its shape beautifully when piped and maintains its decoration for several days. It is ideal for decorating cupcakes and all kinds of individual pastries. This meringue can be colored with gel or powdered food coloring. If you add room temperature unsalted butter to this meringue and continue beating for a few more minutes, you will achieve Swiss buttercream. What are the advantages of Swiss meringue? It is more stable than French meringue and easier to make than Italian meringue, since the sugar dissolves into the egg whites with heat. Regular granulated sugar works perfectly, there is no need for powdered sugar. You will never notice sugar granules in your mouth. Now, I will give you some tricks to achieve this extra firm Swiss meringue. Trick 1. Eggs should always be at room temperature. as they retain air better and whip up more easily. Trick 2. Always use fresh egg whites, avoid pasteurized egg whites sold in cartons. While these will still whip, they will not give the same volume as fresh egg whites. Trick 3. Use a metal or glass bowl. This may seem like a small detail, but it makes a big difference. Metal and glass are smooth, non-porous materials, which means that once clean, they are perfectly ready to use. Trick 4. To separate egg whites from yolks, I recommend doing it one at a time in a separate bowl. To make it clearer, I crack the egg into a cup, placing the yolk in one cup and the white in another. Then, I transfer the egg white to the mixing bowl. Why do I do this? Because if a yolk accidentally breaks, it won't ruin all the other egg whites. The piping tips I use for decorating are the large 353 tip, the 1E tip, the Wilton 1M tip. And for creating beautiful and unique roses, here is my trick and the easiest way to achieve them. Paint a line inside the piping bag using gel food coloring with a long skewer. And then fill the piping bag with extra firm meringue. Once you have inserted the rose piping tip, you will get stunning roses with minimal food coloring use. Now, I will give you my final trick and tip. Trick 5. The amount of sugar should be double the weight of the egg whites. Therefore, it is best to weigh the egg whites to ensure you are adding the exact amount of sugar. For this reason, some meringue recipes list the ingredients in grams. For example, 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, about 4 egg whites, of egg whites, with 200 grams, 1 cup, of sugar. And that concludes my 5 tricks for achieving a firm and glossy meringue. Remember that the method will vary depending on the type of meringue you want and its purpose. But these 5 tricks are universal, so keep them in mind whenever making meringue.